All right. Thank you, Mr. Sanchez, for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
Would you like to give a quick overview of your role and the environment you're responsible for securing?
Yes, hello, my name is Dr. Sergio Sanchez. I am the CIO and CISO for Coleman Healthcare Services. And my title says I have two hats for the price of one. And I am in charge of everything related to technology. I oversee basically services, data, software, hardware, the cloud, on-prem, cybersecurity, everything that you connect to the electrical power and give you some information. I have to be there.
Excellent. All right. So how is being a CISO, or from your case, CISO and CIO, in healthcare different than under other industries?
To tell you the truth, I think our industry is target, one of the primary targets of cyber criminals. I don't want to call them anymore hackers, mostly because today everybody can be a hacker. And with the help of AI, just like everybody can be a writer, a poet, a musician, an engineer. Also, anybody can be a hacker with the help of AI. So to me, the real hackers are few. The ones that you see in the movies with a hoodie in the basement, typing into 5 different monitors. Those ones, there are not that many, mostly because computers are becoming more and more and more complicated. All the security systems that we put in place are more and more and more sophisticated. All these threat actors, what they are trying to hack is humans. Basically, the psychology of the human being is what is being targeted. So I can tell you that 99% of the time, everybody that spend a lot of money in cybersecurity, from the technical point of view, is safe, with exception of the guy that will be clicking the wrong link and enter the wrong information in a fake email or in a fake website. That is most of the people. Threat actors are not going for quality, they are going for quantity. If they can send an email, a phishing email with 1,000 people and they get one, that one make the day for them. And if they are in countries like North Korea, China, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, where $1 is basically the salary of a week, imagine they stealing $5,000. That is several months of payment for no risk.
Right.
I was yesterday, I do podcasts myself. I have one podcast in Spanish, one in English, and then I have one that I have the good luck to be a co-host of a person that used to be with the FBI. Doing a research about SIM swapping, for phones. The FBI in 2022 determined that $72 million were scammed from people using SIM swap.
Wow.
You know how many people was arrested?
I assume not very many.
5.
Wow.
And you know how many were convicted?
Probably what, 3? 1?
1. And the problem is that, they are from countries that are, I don't know, it's no a crime. It's mostly like a
Right. Yeah.
creative
It's like a
business.
misdemeanor or something.
Or it's a business, right?
Or it's like North Korea where they don't care.
Exactly. Actually, they see that like a good thing to do. So,
Speaking of North Korea, that might kind of be an interesting thing to talk about. I know there's been a lot of talk about North Korean infiltration. I don't know if in healthcare, the literal hiring of employees is a problem, but is there anything you have to be concerned about in
Yes,
healthcare when it comes to that aspect?
actually, yes. And that comes directly with also AI. AI has facilitated these people to be whoever they want to be. Also, and this is commercial for me, I give every 2 Mondays a talk, mostly for Spanish-speaking people.
Hmm.
And last one, I was talking about deep phishing, deep fakes. And I start my talking with the face of Tony Stark. Uh, and everybody was like, what the heck? Until I removed the filter, they saw
Right.
me. But then it's funny because I start to change faces from, basically from Tony Stark, I changed to be Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, and then Keanu Reeves, and then Johnny Depp, and things like that. And it was a funny part when I was with the face of Johnny Depp. And I guess the wife was in love with Johnny Depp. So like, hey, honey, come here. Look who is talking to me. And the woman really believed it for, I don't know, 10 seconds. She
Wow.
really, how is possible? Like, no, 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 this is fake, is me.
Right.
So with that in mind, now it mostly happened with Amazon, these fake workers, which actually is funny because they really are working.
Right.
In last year, a woman, I think was Arkansas or Kansas, I don't remember exactly where, this woman was arrested by the FBI because she was providing address, an American address
Right.
for these people.
No, they've had to actually release I think the DOJ has released a warning to Americans about facilitating North
Yes.
Korean hackers because it's been such a big problem.
The only way that they catch her, that she was doing that?
No, I don't remember that. How did they?
Well, she was, I don't know, she's still doing it. And now people can do this from prison too. She was an influencer. And one of her TikToks, people was watching like multiple laptops running
Mhm.
behind her. And you can see that it's moving without her controlling. So somebody said like, that looks weird, and start to investigate what happened. And that's how they catch her. But I think they calculate that she made, well, not her, but the North Korean, I think was like a $18 million for
Right.
for contracting people that wasn't people.
Right.
Well, yes, was people, but know what
Right.
they
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
represent.
Not who they were supposed to be.
Yes, and that's a little bit scary because how much they get into Amazon. And
Hmm.
Amazon is connected to everybody and everything now.
Right.
And one of the scary things, but also one of the beautiful things about the internet is that now every single person in the world is connected.
Hmm.
And because of that, also that is easy threat if somebody gets hacked. I'm going
Hmm.
to give you another example. I used to be the Chief Information Services Officer for the Catholic Church here in the United
Hmm.
States. And I used to, well, when I was working for them, in 1 year, I had to travel 42 times. Imagine that.
Oh, wow.
So I was, going with priests, nuns. And one of the things that always was like, oh my God, are you crazy? I have a couple of priests that they didn't care too much about technology.
Mhm.
In your job, my job, we have to have a computer, we have to have a phone, a
Right.
smartphone to do part of our job. And
Mhm.
sometimes big part of our job
Right.
is the main tool. For the priesthood, priests and nuns, they didn't need that. Their main tool was the interaction face to face.
Hmm.
But now that you are integrating technology to them, bringing them from the 12th century to the 21st century, was giving them accounts, email accounts, give them a digital presence. And I was there helping them to set it up MFA. And some of them says, no, I don't need this. I'm just a priest. I don't have really money.
Hmm.
Uh, I am doing good things. blah, blah, blah. And I used to tell them, well, Father, have you ever seen a movie called 6 Degrees of Separation? It's a movie about that says that everybody's connected to everybody. It's only 6 people in
Oh, yes, I
between.
understand I haven't seen the movie. I understand the concept, though. Yeah.
So anybody in the world,
Right.
well, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows that person.
Mhm.
And I used to tell them, well, the hacking of a computer sometimes is misunderstanding. Sometimes people think that a hacker is just going to go to the computer and try to retrieve information to open a bank account or to steal the money that is in there. No, hackers can also use you like a bridge to get to somebody else.
Mhm.
Also, sometimes they don't remove things, sometimes they put things and they blackmail
Right.
you.
Mhm.
Like, hey, we found this in your computer. If you don't send money or Amazon gift cards,
Right.
we will be telling the what we found in your computer to the FBI, to your friends, to your family,
Mhm.
and sadly that can happen.
Right.
So we need to make people understand that security now is everybody.
Right. So how do organizations, especially in healthcare, do that? I know a lot of companies, there's kind of this idea where you just buy a tool or something when the real problem is the process. What are some of those
I,
processes that you need to implement
and
to protect your people from these types of things?
you are completely correct in that, and I always says every time that I talk in conferences and interviews, doesn't matter how many $1 million you spend in cybersecurity,
Hmm.
take one person to click the wrong link. That is
Right.
and then all that money basically goes to the garbage.
Right.
And the thing that you have to do in this process is try to teach people that they have to do this. We live in a time where if you don't do this, you are in a high risk.
Hmm.
Uh, Mugging somebody outside and getting the wallet of somebody now, that's things of the past.
Hmm.
Who carry more than $100 in their wallet in cash anymore?
Right. I don't even carry cash anymore.
Exactly, me neither. So it's my phone or my watch, and I pay everything with that everywhere I go. It's one less thing to be worried about it, and the phone is with me all the time.
Hmm.
And if I lose the phone, I call my wife and says, "Hey, can you tell me where is my phone?" And done. But with that in mind, now these criminals are stealing your money from the comfort of their own living room, sit down in
Hmm.
front of the computer. So imagine that today, all that information, and now the information that we have here in the healthcare industry is extremely valuable. Is I believe is the most expensive and valuable commodity today. Forget about gas. Forget about all gold, silver. No, data. If you have the data, you have everything else. You can change countries.
Hmm.
So that's how important is data and how to keep it secure. And again, coming back to your question about how important is in the healthcare industry, extremely important because if we get a breach, you get the information of people, patients,
Hmm.
doctor's appointments, medications, problems they have that can be used in a lot of ways.
Hmm.
You know, imagine that somebody discovered that somebody in your family is sick and give you a call and says, "Hey, Suleiman, we know that your cousin, your friend, your family member is suffering of this, this, and this. We can help you. Send this
Hmm.
money to this, and we will send you the
Right.
medication." Things like that. And it's people that fall for.
Right.
And that's the nice way, because in the another way, they will empty your bank account
Hmm.
or they blackmail you. Hey, we will call your, your employer, and we'll tell that you are sick of this, and you will not be good performance in 1 year. Things like that.
Hmm.
So that can happen. So besides, the finance industry, I think the healthcare industry is focal point for attacks. We are
Right.
main targets. So again, another industry that I believe is in danger is actually all the cybersecurity providers.
Right. Yeah. Because if you breach one, you're talking
You
about
reach
access to a
everybody.
lot of client data that you could use to breach a lot of other. If I were North Korean, and I would actually one of the white papers we wrote is about crowdsourced cybersecurity potentially having risk with who's testing your systems.
Yeah.
So like if I'm a North Korean, I'm like, well, if I can get in a bug bounty program as a tester, then that would actually be like a really effective way to
Yes,
breach an organization.
you will have permission to pen test.
Right.
Now, that is scary too, because when you contract a cybersecurity company, in this case,
Mhm.
tools,
Mhm.
uh, and they get breached. Now you have the pen test information from all the companies that they did the test.
Right. Yeah.
And now they know where is the holes.
Hmm.
And if, normally you have to give the cybersecurity companies, you have to give sometimes full access to your domain.
Right. Yeah.
And they just, like a butter, they come
Yeah.
through. Yes, it is. It's scary, and buying and buying tools to try to stop a problem. Sometimes that doesn't work very well.
Right.
Sometimes I think is, when you have a dam and you have a little leaking and you put band-aids. So,
Hmm. Right.
and you try to put more and more and more, it's just going to be good for certain time until the pressure of the dam
Right. Yeah.
push. So,
So, in your experience, what's been like the best process implementate one a scenario where you implemented or saw a process implemented as opposed to buying tools, and that was the most effective way to reduce risk?
so to tell you the truth, I think the first thing and the most important one is education.
Hmm.
Tell the people that work for you, tell all your employees that this can be affecting their professional life here
Hmm.
at the office, but also can be affected their personal life.
Right.
Uh, I can give you examples. We have to share sometimes information with another agencies, another clinics.
Hmm.
And the first thing that I do is when they send me the name and the email address of the person that want to be a guest in our domain, the first thing that I go is check if this person is not for sale in the dark web. And if
Right.
it is, and sometimes I says, I'm so sorry, I cannot give you access until you correct this. And
Hmm.
they don't have idea, like, what you mean I am in the dark web? Like, yeah,
Hmm.
go to have ibeenpawn.com and
Right.
check there.
Yeah.
And it's people that get surprised. Oh my God, since 2020, I've been
Yeah.
in the dark web.
Yeah.
And
That's one of the
so,
things we pull actually, we started doing a few years ago for our pen testing,
mhm,
is putting the company name in. We have a vendor that supplies like a dark web data, and it can be really scary how much stuff is out there, like full account takeovers,
yeah,
and then escalating from there. It's a lot for sure.
yeah. Right now, these hackers are looking mostly for identity theft
Right.
or credential
Hmm.
information, because then they just go to move, you know, horizontally, vertical, diagonal, whatever they want. That
Hmm.
is the problem. Is situations that you don't know how to defend yourself. Actually, you don't know how long a threat actors has been in your network.
Hmm.
And again, we are educated by movies where
Right.
again, you have a guy with 5 monitors and guess the password in the first try. Like, no, that doesn't work that way. But is now with the new computers that we have, and wait until quantum computing is out. So
Hmm.
then it's going to be scary. Thanks God it's very expensive right now. It's not that many, but we don't know. Hey, North Korea can have one.
Right.
China,
Yeah.
Russia. I'm sure they can.
Yeah.
So we have now to be worried about human threat actors and bots threat
Hmm.
actors. A couple days ago, probably less than a week ago, Anthropic came out with Mythos.
Mythos. Yeah.
And this is funny too. And I'm going to post another advertising here. So in last this February, I finished to write a book. It took me
Hmm.
around 2 years. And the book I thought was going to be science fiction.
Hmm.
With the news of Mythos and another news that the American government is allowing now to AI be able to be used by development of biological entities,
Oh, wow.
I'm very worried about it because my book is now from science fiction becoming to prophetic science. So it's like, wait a second. So it's scary there. But is is the new kid in the block that I lead a love and hate relationship right now with
Hmm.
AI.
Yeah.
Love because in a lot of situations help you.
Hmm.
Uh, I have some doubts of how it really works and for how long will be working correctly.
Right.
But also, if I can write music, song uh, and I don't, in my life, I cannot read music. I never took a really an instrument and I was able to play it. Now with I can compose a symphony.
Right.
And the same way these threat actors can get a very specific phishing scam
Hmm. Yeah.
directly exactly to Solomon Talk.
Hmm.
They discover through all your uh, digital life, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram accounts, something that really resonate with you and
Hmm.
make it very believable.
Right.
If the Nigerian princess for all these years was something that was very useful for them, imagine when they can target it specifically for you. So we are in
Right.
trouble.
Yeah, though that's definitely a big threat. So would you say the biggest threat posed from AI would be that kind of customized social engineering?
Absolutely.
Um,
One of them, I'm sure that again, Mythos was discovering so many holes in a very old, systems.
mhm.
Actually, I was reading that found one in JPEGs, the old format for pictures. They discovered that is a hole in that, and we have JPEGs now for what, more than 20, 25 years.
Right. Yeah.
So it's something. And now sadly, if Mythos falls in the wrong hands,
Right.
then
I mean, it already got leaked.
is what
It
they
took less than
says.
a week.
Well, yes, but Anthropic says that they don't have any real information. Again, we don't know who's telling us the truth. But you will
Right.
think that the first thing I will do in my company, if I am able to create an AI capable to tell me what is the holes or where are the holes,
Hmm.
I will I will be the first one checking my own system to see where is the
Right.
holes
Yeah.
before I even says the name of the AI.
Hmm.
So to me, like I'm sure probably they check their, all the data and all the
Hmm.
system they have against Mythos.
Hmm.
I hope they patch all that already
Right.
before says, hey guys, we have something that we cannot release because it's very good.
Hmm.
So,
Right.
so I'm expecting that that is just misleading news.
It definitely could be. All right, so we're coming up on time. So final question.
Yes,
If you could fix one thing about most healthcare companies approach cybersecurity, what would it be?
I will. make people really, really take classes uh, from the top. You
Hmm.
know, talking about, technology and all my life experience here, sometimes we guys doing technology, we have a problem.
Hmm.
People speak English, Spanish, French, Italian, everybody speak a language. But the tech guys, and I will tell myself, nerds, we speak a second layer. And the problem with that is not too many people out of our circle of technology
Hmm.
understand. So when you start talking about, routers and cybersecurity and modems and NAS and servers, people that don't care about it, like, "No, you know what? Thank you very much," and they leave. And the problem is that because those people that I call allergic to technology are the people that are the target. So
Right.
if you can, and this is for every industry, not only the healthcare industry, if you can convince the people in a very human language
Hmm.
of the problems that they can have now, that everything is related, everybody's connected to the internet, everybody's connected in some way, shape, or form of technology, is education.
Hmm.
A lot of people says, no, I don't have TikTok, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram. Like, yeah, but when was the last time you went to the bank to pay your power bill or your,
Hmm.
you know, your mortgage or your rent? You don't. You are doing it mostly everything by phone or
Right.
by the computer.
Right.
And take one time that you put your name there to be forever there.
Right. Yeah.
So education, 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 education.
All right. Well, sounds good. Well, thank you for your time today. Um, Hopefully we can do this again sometime soon. And
Absolutely, Sullivan.
yeah. All
Thank you,
right.
thank you, thank you. Sullivan, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Thank you. Have a good day.